board now. Let's go.
Thanks for letting me crash, Olivia. Do you ever think about going home?
Let's see, my dad hassling me to get a job, my stepmother hassling me to like her, my mum crying about her latest date wanting to pee on her.
Nightmare.
I know what you think. Spoiled bitch, what she got to moan about. You're right. It's pathetic.
Olivia, can we live?
I'll miss this place.
So don't move.
My brother's in jail, but the police are still watching. Smaller targets easier to miss. I don't mind. It's like winter. It's a shock, but you adapt. It's a simple life.
What would you know about a simple life?
More than you, arsehole.
Yeah, if that's what you want. Maybe it's time to go straight for a while.
Maybe. I could meet a regular guy with a regular job who doesn't disappear for months on end.
You're never gonna let that go, are you?
I think you've got another woman. Ah! Who's your English rose?
I gotta go. I gotta go. I gotta go.
Don't forget to see my brother.
Yeah.
Don't yaya me, Brendan. If I tell him
I'll
you're
go and
coming...
see him tomorrow, I promise.
Wait. He says your first job is to get this clean. Can I get this back by Friday?
I'm sorry, my man in Derry's closed the laundrette. Routine repairs.
It's only 200 grand.
I'm sorry. Can you give me a couple of weeks?
I can wait a couple of weeks.
Did you know that a lot of astronauts get depressed when they come back down to Earth?
I think I vaguely did, so yes.
The real decompression sickness, they call it.
Bloom is absolutely fine, honestly.
Ruined my segue, Martha.
It is the third time you've asked about him this week.
Well, he's spent years living the life of Riley, or rather the life of Brendan Shea, only seeing the inside of an office when he checks in with his undercover handler. Do not underestimate...
How difficult it is for him punching in as plain old John Bloom. I don't, sir.
Good work on the Coulson case, by the way. Double murderer, no one knew existed. Well done.
Thank you, sir.
Wake up this morning and she's cutting my hair.
What?
Yeah, and I'm like, what are you doing? She starts laughing. And she says, it's all right, my dad's a hairdresser.
Yeah, her dad's a hairdresser.
You know, one little thing can put you off.
Yeah, I started seeing this guy a couple of months ago, and everything was going great until I saw his back.
His back?
It was like a bloody doormat. It was like stroking a dog.
That is so shallow, he could have been the one.
No, he wasn't the one. He was Chewbacca.
Where's Bloom?
He's under your desk.
Martha says if he's still AWOL by tonight, that's it.
Someone's got the boss's ear.
OK, we got a request for help this morning from the Australian police. The good bit of international PR could do the identity unit very nicely indeed. So I said, yes, please.
So, he said to me, Terry, you're a natural. You could turn professional. Easy. Maybe even play for England. But as much as I love the game, I didn't want to devote my life to it, you know?
Terry, come in for the real thing. Listen, Terry, sorry, I gotta run. But, give us a call about that beer, yeah?
Last night, the body of British national Olivia Knighton was found in sand dunes outside Sydney. She was ID'd by the manager of the motel that she'd been staying in.
Right, PAF report said that she was fatally stabbed with a penknife or similar implement around 7 days ago.
5 days ago, i.e. 48 hours after the estimated time of death, her Amex card was used to buy a flight to London.
So, whoever was sitting in 41C and then caught on camera coming through Heathrow Customs...
was not Olivia Knighton. We need to find her and identify her. Any order you like.
Now, checking out of a motel, fake Olivia left word that she bumped into a friend from London. She was heading to Alice Springs for a few weeks.
Fits with concealing the body. She wanted to buy some time as a
And we'll catch her by letting her think that she has.
Credit and debit cards stay active.
Yes, please.
She's stunning. I mean, even dead, she looks pretty hot. If I was a girl, I'd want to be her.
Anything less subjective?
Sure, not all identity crime is financially motivated.
But identity theft for its own sake is rare.
Yeah, rare means it happens. I mean, look at that face. Passing herself off as her must have been a blast.
Yeah, all right, we get it. She's pretty.
She's beautiful.
It doesn't prove that our suspect's a delusional wannabe, though.
No, but often someone with a penknife and then crossing the world in their passport doesn't exactly smack a cold, thought-out master plan. It's rash, it's impulsive, it's bonkers, but hey, it actually works. I mean, there she is, 30,000 feet up in Olivia's seat, 20 long hours to London.
We need to speak to the person in 41B.
She is just too excited not to talk to someone.
How are you, John? Is everything okay?
Great. Moved back into my old flat, so been hitting home base. 2 cappuccinos, please. What do you think I should go for? Can't decide.
Liking green looks nice. Anything but magnolia. Blokes always go for magnolia.
Not this one. Like in green it is.
So, you're not suffering from agoraphobia, depression, diarrhea, any other recognized symptoms of post-traumatic stress?
Not lately, no.
Well, that's a pity. Because the only other reason I can fathom that you'd take 3 days off work without calling in is that you just don't give a shit.
I'm used to a long leash.
You mean you've been here for 3 months and you're still hedging your bets? Wake up, John. You're burnt-out undercover, charitably saved from the scrap heap.
I'm feeling the tough, Martha. I'm not feeling the love.
It took me 5 years to get this unit greenlit. I've got 1 to prove its worth.
I know, it's like the baby that you never had. And now you're going to tell me about all the naysayers that you ignored when you gave me the job.
Were they right? Should I have listened?
Come on, we should go.
One other thing. I've got plenty of time to have babies. Do you want to do it? Or shall I?
Team effort.
Hello?
Identity unit. It's about your daughter.
According to the cabin crew, you upgraded this woman's first.
Yeah, that's right, yeah.
Very generous of you.
But she said she wanted some company, what can I say?
Maybe just the extra legroom. What was her accent like? Was it English? Australian?
English. She said she was born and raised in Chelsea, but after a few glasses, I think I heard a few flat A's in there.
What about her plans when she got back? Or were those 3 bottles of crew kicking in by then?
Well, she said she was really glad to be going home.
This means Dad hassling me to get a job and Mum crying about her latest date wanting to pee on her. But I've got my place, and home's home, right?
Please call me when you get this, Caroline. It's urgent. Since the divorce, I'm not exactly her favourite person, so...
So she could be call screening. Well, we've got a car on the way to her house now, so...
Liv was our one and only. This is going to kill her.
Excuse me.
You said that, Olivia was hooking up with some friends in Oz. Is she one of them? She's wearing Olivia's clothes, isn't she?
I got her those boots. Teased her that a year ago she wouldn't have been seen dead in cowboy boots.
Excuse me.
You were right. She made a friend on the plane. Investment banker Martin Cameron.
What did Goldilocks do after vacating Little Bear's chair?
She slipped in his bed. Any luck with the password?
Nope. Yesterday's Evening Standard.
I thought she'd risk a night, but she's living here?
Blue?
Someone's been dressing up.
Talk about insult to injury. Takes the life, then swans about in a Marc Jacobs.
It's like she's killing her all over again.
So what's the story? Where was Bloom for the last 3 days?
Don't worry about it, Anthony.
I do worry. That something tells me he won't be with us long.
What do you mean? What makes you say that?
Forget it.
Guy next door says a young woman's been staying there for the last few days.
We've established that. How's that?
I assumed everything was legit because he saw her with Olivia's mum.
You ever come here with Liv?
She doesn't do the doing girly things with mum thing.
Well, she's missed out. I've had a ball these past few days.
Well, thank you, Anne. Me too.
When Liv said, look up my mum, I didn't anticipate having this much fun.
I'm saying the woman that killed my daughter has kidnapped Caroline.
We're saying that 2 hours have gone by and she hasn't answered her phone. Where does she like to lunch?
Oh, God. Daphne's, Oriole Sloane Square, Harvey Nichols. This is just like a needle in a bloody haystack, isn't it?
Tessa, I need you to access the congestion charge server to find Caroline Knighton's car.
But I thought the key to those particular images had to be terror-shaped.
That was all just a sop to the media.
All right, that's okay then.
You can beat me with the civil liberty stick later.
Yeah, you can count on it.
Focus your search on Sloane Square and Knightsbridge between 11 and 11:30.
Okay. Okay, I've got her turning into the top of Knightsbridge at 11:23, but not showing on the next camera. So she either turned into Grey Street, Savile Court, or Tower Street underground car park.
Thanks, Tessa.
There's an old joke. Why don't people in Canberra look out the window in the morning? Guess they'd have nothing to do in the afternoon.
Sounds a bit like me.
Really?
Well, 5 years ago, I was a wife and a mother. Now... I mean, obviously, I'm still Liv's mum, but, well, she doesn't really need me anymore.
What is it? You remind me of my mum, that's all. She died when I was a kid.
I'm sorry.
My dad made up for it. He was my whole world.
The restaurant manager says he can see her.
You can't tell her about Olivia.
Why not?
Because she'll alert the suspect and we need them to stay put.
Are you okay, Anne?
Yeah, just a headache.
Call for you, Mrs. Knighton.
What if she hurts Caroline?
They're in a public place. She's safe.
You don't know that.
Mr. Knighton.
Caroline?
John.
How did you know I was here?
Hold on.
Do you still make regular payments to your ex-wife? Tell her your account's been compromised and you need to sign fresh paperwork ASAP.
Look, my account's been compromised. I need you to sign
New paperwork.
What?
Just
Stay put. I'll be with you in 10 minutes.
Can't we do this later? I am with...
Caroline, just get out of there.
The woman who she's not who she says. The police think she killed Olivia in Sydney.
Who are you?
Get off! Get off!
Lady,
She killed my daughter! I don't know her! Oh my God!
Hello, this is Detective Superintendent Martha Lawson. Who am I speaking to?
I got the exits. She's probably still inside.
Look, I've never met this woman before in my life!
Mrs. Knighton, are you okay? No, the police want to speak to her.
She's got a knife!
Okay, all 4 are painkillers. 2 are associated with migraine, 1 contains morphine.
So we're not talking hangover cure.
My scientific opinion would be that she's got something seriously wrong with her nut.
She's lovely. What's her name?
beat yourself up. Our prints from the buggy got a match.
Her real name's Jane Calshaw, born in Burnley. She's wanted for the stabbing of fiancé Guy Halliday in Chelsea back in 2006.
So she's a fugitive?
From Burnley?
Cameron said she was hiding a northern accent.
Maybe she killed Olivia for the passport. The flat, the shopping trips with her mum were just pit stops she couldn't resist.
Not such a delusional wannabe.
But why did she need to come home? Why now?
4 different painkillers says serious condition to me. Maybe she was a ticking clock.
That's a catalyst, not a reason. I mean, why risk coming back at all? We need to head north. Burnley, Chelsea, Australia, Australia, Chelsea, Burnley.
We find out where she's been, we find out where she's going.
The evolution of Jane.
Feels a bit theoretical when there's a guy down the road she put in a wheelchair.
She took 20 grand cash out of Olivia's trust fund an hour ago.
An hour? Tessa, why do I pay for this crap?
We got Olivia's account info from her mum. Clearly her dad set this one up. You know how divorcees curry favour with their kids.
No, not really.
Oh, shit. The bank's 3 streets away from Halliday's shop.
Looks like you were right, Anthony.
Let's get him in.
What's the balance on that account again? 300?
345,000, madam.
Oh, call me Liv. Everyone does. I need to take out 20,000 cash, please, Colin. Pretty please. I owe a drug dealer lots of money. I'm joking.
I'll see what I can do.
Well, if she's come back to finish me off, she can bring it on.
What did you think of Jane when you met her?
Decent enough receptionist. Bit of a throwback. She came on like an old school Sloane. Laura Ashley, court shoes, the works. I knew from her CV she'd grown up in Burnley.
Who made the first move?
Listen, before I knew it, she'd moved in, and 6 months later, we're talking wedding dates.
Like I said, Dad's a self-educated genius. He's read all the classics. English, French, Russian.
Really?
But when he drinks, knowing him, he'll still be in the pub when he's supposed to be giving me away.
Look, the thing is...
Jane.
Jane. Sorry.
It's okay. I forgive you. Just don't forget it at the altar.
Well, the thing is, it's not okay. I still love Emma. I'm so sorry. I really am.
Don't worry, Guy. I've always been a rip the plaster off quick person.
Knew I'd gotten off too lightly.
Did you ever meet this self-educated genius?
She told me that her dad was a writer. The police said he was a plumber. Had a bit of form.
Did Jane ever suffer from tremors, migraines, anything like that?
Yeah, she did. She used to get very bad headaches. She claimed that it was from falling out of a tree when she was a child.
We're wasting time.
Yeah, she had her revenge 3 years ago, plus she's been back a week and he's still breathing.
It's Dad we need to find.
Jane's father, Malcolm Calshaw, has a sheet going back to his teens. Breaking and entering ×3, possession with intent to supply, and GBH twice.
GBH. Right, we're hitting the north.
Look, I hate to be the bearer of bad news, but listen, sweetie pie. You do not want a life with this guy. You do not want a life with this guy. I'm just trying to give you the benefit of my experience.
I really don't give a shit if you believe me or not.
Get it through your thick skull! He doesn't want you! He doesn't want you! He wants your money! Don't cry, girl. I'm sorry you had to hear this.
Do you ever want to be someone else?
Yeah. Samantha Shipley, 6A.
Why?
Legs, cheekbones, James Abyss.
So you didn't want to be her, you just wanted stuff that she had?
No. I wanted to be her. Tessa?
The day she killed Olivia, Jane saw a Sydney neurologist to discuss her condition. Now, he believed that she was displaying symptoms of post-traumatic dementia, possibly caused by a severe blow to the head when she was younger.
What symptoms?
Short-term memory loss. You know, fine with where she went to school, not so great with where she left the car keys. Now, he couldn't make any predictions, but he stressed that dementia could set in very quickly and shorten life expectancy.
Talk about sins of the father.
If Dad was responsible.
What, you think she did fall out of a tree?
Well, you know, she wanted him to give her away. I mean, I know the dad-daughter thing's a thing, but irreparable brain damage?
Well, maybe that's a recent discovery. I think she's walking around with the wounds of an abusive childhood festering in her head, and she wants revenge before they kill her. I would.
Hello?
Brendan, my brother called. When are you going to see him?
I'm on it.
Brendan, I'm serious. You owe him this. When he was arrested, you just disappeared.
People in jail have short tempers, Brendan.
Yeah, don't worry. Look, I'm not in town, but it's top on my to-do list.
Is everything all right?
What? Yeah, fine. Chelsea fixation starting to make a lot more sense.
Oh, easy, fella, it's easy. What's that table since sporting history?
You selling up, Malcolm?
South-facing garden. Make me an offer, sweetheart.
Actually, we're here to talk about your daughter.
After her mum died, I tried to love her enough for two. Never denied my princess anything. Gave her false hope, I suppose.
False hope of what, exactly?
A life ordered a big kiss and a trip down the zoo.
You got any pictures of Jane? Your princess?
Sorry. All packed up.
Of course they are.
I'll cut to the chase, shall I, Mr. Calshaw? Your daughter suffered chronic head injuries. Did you inflict them?
What kind of a question is that?
Well, it's a logical one, isn't it? You've got previous convictions for GBH. Or did Jane fall out of a tree?
No, she didn't fall out of a tree.
Delivery for Gail Robertson.
Right, she's just...
Do you want me to put them in some water? I can see you're busy.
Right, sure.
No, being a single parent, what a struggle. Before I knew it...
Fell in with a bad crowd, became a drug dealer. What happened?
Some vermin with a score to settle took out little Jane. With a hammer.
How little was Jane?
10.
You must have really pissed him off.
I sold him a bag of coke, only it weren't. It was castor sugar.
I've got a feeling she might hold that against you, Mr. Calshaw. Sorry, clearly we're missing the joke here.
No, I think I get it. No matter how many birthdays you forgot, how many times you left her waiting at the school gates, never mind using her as a human shield, she still thinks the sun shines out of your ass.
What can I tell you? Daughters love their dads. She never held it against me.
Maybe that's because she didn't know the injuries were terminal.
Love it. Traditional, but timeless.
Oh, well, I'm a traditional girl.
You look beautiful.
No, I look like a beach whale.
When's the big day?
On Saturday. All photographs are to be taken from the front.
Well, good luck. I'll see myself out.
Thanks.
Tessa.
Jane's ISP have finally coughed up her internet searches.
She Googled her dad's name in Oz on average 4 times a week, 832 times in total.
Any hits?
Well, not until a month ago, from the Burnley Mail Online.
Read what it says, exactly.
Local plumber Malcolm Calshaw, 49, is to wed the multi-millionaire owner of the bathroom chain where he's worked for the last 5 years. Entrepreneur Gail Robertson, 27, says she's unconcerned about the age gap and has rejected any notion of a prenup. Silly cow.
Get Gail Robertson's address to Anthony right now. We hear congratulations are in order.
Does he serenade you on Sunday mornings? That old acoustic guitar with a cracked fretboard. 2 years ago, I was about to walk down the aisle with him.
I'm sorry, I didn't get your name.
Olivia. I had a lucky escape.
Would you just get the fuck out of my house, Olivia?
No! No! He smashed my skull with a hammer.
Let me guess. You didn't share your good news because your millionaire fiancé doesn't know about your fugitive daughter. Bad news. Your daughter knows all about her.
Oh, God, no.
No. No, you're lying. You're lying. I just don't know why. I don't know what you want. I know you're lying. I know him. I know him all the way through. Malcolm's got his vices, but he wouldn't do that.
Fine. Don't say you weren't warned.
You know what? You know, if you two were ever an item, it can't have been that serious.
What?
Well, you just don't strike me as his type.
And what would you know about his type?
Quite a bit, actually. The posh, uptight, looking down her nose type. That just isn't him.
No?
No. He likes a laugh, he likes a mate. He likes a challenge, but at the same time, he likes his own space. You just seem like the clingy kind.
How far am I, Tessa?
I reckon 2 minutes, tops.
Yeah, no answer. No cars in the drive, and no sign of Gail.
Thanks, Anthony.
Well, we can't just wait here. Why would she come to the one place she knows we'll be watching?
She doesn't have a choice. Hardwiring. She told Olivia's mom her dad was her whole world.
And?
And she needs to say goodbye.
Just, don't like it in the house. Jane?
Jane's gone. Don't be sad. Olivia's much more fun.
Gail Robertson had an appointment with her obstetrician at 5. She never made it.
Shit. Right, your turn. Stinks in there.
What have you done?
Don't worry, Dad. You don't need your meal ticket anymore. Look, plenty more where this came from.
Answer
we
me.
can go anywhere, you and me, just like you always used to
I
say.
said answer me!
For a year before my brain turns to monster. I want to
Done to
spend
her?
it with you.
What have you done to her, eh? What have you done to her? I've got her! She's here! She's here! Hey, get out of my car! Arthur! She's been to the house. She's been to the house. She's been to the fucking house!
Searched the house, the grounds, and the wood behind. No sign of her.
Okay. Plan B. This is all wrong, isn't it? Dad marrying up, finding a good life on his own. You ran from your past, but you never turned your back on it, you see. That's what I missed. You were gonna go out into the world, marry some old money, save Dad. But even if your marriage to Guy had gone ahead, your proudest moment wouldn't have been, I do. It would have been the look on Dad's face as he walked you up the aisle, a look that said, oh, shit. My ugly duckling's turned into a swan.
Tell him where she is, you little bitch! Tell him!
You were 10 years old when this shitbag let you take his punishment, when his genius sugar for coke scam went tits up.
You didn't know they'd come, you didn't know.
Of course he knew. He made sure he was out. He sacrificed you. Now, why would you want the love of a man like that?
He's my dad.
Is Gail dead, Jane?
I don't know.
Make her talk, I will.
Can you give us a minute, guys? It's all right. He'll behave himself. Love the new look. You got a name to go with it?
Olivia.
Sorry, that name's taken. We'll have to think of another one. You know, when I used to work undercover, I used to have to pretend to be someone else sometimes for months on end. And every night I'd fret over the same boring questions. Who am I? What defines me? What can I hold on to? But you know the answer to that, Jane, don't you? It's what holds on to you. It's what's in here. The stuff we can't change. Things you hate. People you love. Am I right? Daddy's girl. The femoral arteries are the biggest arteries in the body. An extraordinarily high volume of blood flows through it as the heart works to supply oxygen to the brain. But because this is a penetrating trauma, everything's going to happen very fast. He'll go into hemorrhagic shock any minute. Open the door! And once the blood stops carrying oxygen to the brain, it's over. He'll suffer permanent brain damage. Something you know all about, Jane. Where is she, Jane? Where is she?
The storm drain at Piltdown Mill.
She's in a storm drain at Piltdown Mill. Call the paramedics. Flash around, he'll be fine.
What are you going to do? Stab me in the other leg? Far from it, Mr. Calshaw. I just want to hear your side and take some photographs of your hands. My hands? Well, dear, John Bloom says you tussled for the knife, so we expect to see some nicks and cuts. No cuts.
Cleaned and ironed as requested.
I told you the money could wait, Brendan.
You know me. Always happy to help.
You said you were going to see my brother. You promised.
I will. Been busy, you know. Getting things going again.
It's a shame. For God's sake, don't blame Atif. He He's just a big pair of fists who does my brother's bidding. He wants you to visit. He says he knows who betrayed us, Brendan.